This is 100 days in Dinkum, days 21 to 30. If you have enjoyed so far, do make sure to like, comment and subscribe. If you do have any recommendations or anything I'm missing out or doing wrong, do let me know. All criticism is welcome. Also, if you do want to see more, obviously do let me know as well. So sit back, enjoy, and I will see you in the next one. So we wake up day 21 and obviously we are farming again already. I mean, farming can make you good money in this game, but oh my god, watering plants will be the death of me. Then John was like, gives you clothes, I'll give you something better. And then we saw that Theodore wanted someone to take care of an alpha bush devil, and I was like, I'm confident, I can do this. So we took our top off, gave it to John for some fresh black trousers. And I realised at this point I'm looking quite stupid, but you know what? We work it, we make it look good. So then we carry on watering our plants. I mean, I did get a little distracted. I can't help myself. I saw the notice board. I was like, right, come on, let's have a look. We'll have a look. I then decided I wanted to get my mining level up just a little bit, hoping I could unlock a better pickaxe. But also, I just wanted a few more ores and general stuff. You never know, we might have found a fossil. We didn't. We don't have that luck. Luck is just not on our side. After our pick broke, we were like, you know what? We're near the Alpha Bush Devil. Me and my basic spear, we're going to give this a go. Oh my god. They were never this hard, were they? I mean, was it because I've always played co-op? Like, what is going on? This thing absolutely slapped me, bro. I was not ready. I couldn't deal with it. I played Elden Ring. I finished Elden Ring. You know, just flex it, but come on now. This is harder. So after all the bobbing and weaving and trying to run round, you know, just pure skill move, this geezer. Yeah, it didn't go. Look, I did no damage. I mean, we're doing like 4 damage each hit. And I mean, every time he hits me, it's like 20 damage. I mean, there was fire everywhere. There was literally nothing I could do. I mean, I don't even know why I tried. At this point, I was like, yay, it'll go well, it'll go well. It didn't. I mean, look, I even tried. I tried to run. It didn't work out. So that is our first death / pass out. I mean, obviously, you don't die in the game. You pass out and it ends the day. But yeah, end of day 21. We had a day planned full of loads of stuff, and we never did it. And it's not really my fault. But anyway, next day we had a new building built, and we realised that the deep mine actually built quicker than we thought. And what's our luck? It's a fishing contest. But I didn't clock it was Sunday. I was like, oh right, you know what? I'm gonna get some food. I'm gonna get my skills up. I'm gonna try and get a better spear. You know, harvest my wheat. I didn't even make a scythe at this point. Then I realised it was Sunday, and I was like, all right, we'll do the fishing competition. Yeah, I thought it was any fish. So me and John are battling over fish. You know, I'm like, listen here, Baldy, I'm getting this fish. And he's like, no, you're not. Turns out the only way to get points is with barracudas. I didn't even know. I caught 1. I spent the whole day on this. And I was like, oh, I got 1 point. And John's got 7. And then I realised. So, again, kind of what of a waste. But hey, a lot to the museum. We're cracking on. Obviously, Theodore was buzzing, you know, to him. It's like his birthday. He's like, best day ever. Mate, easy money at the end of the day. Well, license points. I still got a little bit of money, but still. Then we decided we wanted to create a grain mill so we could turn our wheat into flour, and then we could also make extra money. But then also we can turn the flour into like bread and then make more money, and it'll work out. So we make one of these and we place it down and we start putting some of our wheat in. Then we sell all our fish and all the other stuff that we collected whilst we were out and about. We did find ourselves getting a few more license points, and then we bought ourselves a copper bar as well as a mine pass, because we need a mine pass. We had to get ready to finally go down to the deep mine, and I was excited for it. We made ourselves a fresh copper pickaxe, and we even got ourselves some food ready, but I didn't think about a light source, so it's going to be kind of dark. I didn't think about it. I forgot when you know, my old says I'm used to having like the candle hat or the helmet torch. It's a bit dark. But the main thing we're looking for are the treasure rooms, as well as mining any big rocks and getting any ores that we need, and also looking for some rubies. We did find our first one. We were buzzing, but we carried on going round. I am going to say the bats seem a lot easier than in previous editions of the game. Because before, bats were annoying. Now they're not too bad and they don't really do much damage. So I would say that's a big improvement. We did run across our first treasure room, and inside there was another ruby. I mean, it's free loot, we can't complain, and we've got enough keys to keep doing this. Obviously, the more stuff we collect, the more money we can make, but also rarer stuff we can find. So on our way to take that ruby back to the lift, we do come across another treasure room. Obviously we had a few bats to deal with, but inside we found ourselves an iron pick. I mean, can't go wrong. A couple of iron bars, copper bar, and even some paint. And I can't help myself. I take the chest and I take every single torch there is. Then we take our ruby back to the lift. I mean, I do carry on mining a bunch of the stones, hoping for like a fossil or something of value. But we get ourselves a guitar. I mean, how great. But we find another ruby. I do think we find like 4 altogether. So I'm not going to lie. For a first like deep mine visit, we're doing quite well. And we didn't really have to deal with actually that, many like vicious animals. It was quite easy. But it got to about, 10 to 8 and I was like, let's call it a day. So we dumped all the rubies outside and got ready to call it a night. But obviously I had to show off this like techie part where I was like, 2 at once. 2 at once. I mean, you can launch these things. It's kind of cool. My plan pretty much was to use the deep mine as much as possible in these early days to build up a good amount of money, but also just be ready so that if, we do need to be paying off town debt quick, we can. But as you can see, we got our, our hunting level up a decent bit, and we actually unlocked the next level of that, as well as getting a decent bit into our mining level as well. Overall, not a bad day. But the next day, we did have a good surprise. Franklin was here, and he's the one I want the most to be able to be a permanent resident, so we need him as much as possible. And lucky enough, the task that he wanted doing was just buy some kale off him, so easy done. And sadly, we only had 2 shiny discs to give him, but either way, it is free money at the end of the day. Still an easy 17k. And then we thought, you know what, let's have a look if there's anything we can get off him. And I was like, yeah, let's get a quarry. This will be super smart. Let's get everything we need. Let's go and gather all the ingredients and get new licenses and be all ready for it. And then, yeah, it didn't really get a plan. I spent all day gathering all these resources for it. And by the time I got everything and had everything ready, he had finished for the day and I couldn't get it. So a bit of a pointless day. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, we got a few keys, we got a few shiny discs, but still, just not worth it. We did decide to go take our rubies to John, and as you can see, we actually got a really decent bit of money from him. So 35k for the first one, 73 for the second, 39 for the third, and finally for the fourth, a 44,000. I mean, we were rolling in it. We then bought ourselves a furnace because we needed the better furnace so we could actually smelt iron bars. Our poor old crude one just isn't living up to it anymore. But this is where we went to Franklin, and I'm like, where's the option to, get him to make something? And it just wasn't there. Then I looked at the time, and I think we missed it by like 5 minutes. I mean, come on. Really? You'd do that to me? So the day kind of felt wasted, so we went to sleep in anger. The next day we checked the bulletin board to see there was a smelting request by Theodore, 5 tin ore for 3 tin bars. I ain't gonna lie, that's good. You're getting 3 times what you'd usually get. We then go to John, quickly buy yourself a torch and a mining pass so we could actually see whilst we're down in the mine, and obviously we need a mining pass to get down there. And then we made our way over to Theodore to give him the 5 tin ore. Obviously, all of this is just actually getting our relationship up with the people that are permanent residents already. I mean, am I going to go for like the 5 parts? Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, probably not. But anyway, down the deep mine again, and this time we were thinking, let us get a ruby and place it into the machine and get the shard so we could potentially get down to the next level of the deep mine. But before that, we got set on fire. I mean, it didn't start off too great, and I thought this is not going to be a good day. But it did pick up just a little bit because we found some decorations. These torches are going to look good on the beach. I mean, I like the lights. I like it at night when things light up, but also you don't have to craft them. You just pick them up. But we come across our first treasure room, and inside, I mean, nothing crazy. Iron pickaxe, some fertilizer, some paint. Second one, we did find ourselves a statue. They do sell for a decent amount, but I'm not looking to sell them. I am going to keep them and hopefully decorate our place. I also discover as well, the torch stuns them. Like, I don't know how I've only just figured this out. Like, it's made fighting these creatures so much easier. Why couldn't, like, fighting an alpha be as easy as this? I mean, I'd be laughing. I'd be rolling in it. I'd look like a geezer. But no, I like a mug. We take down the bush devil and open up the chest. And again, we do find ourselves a helmet with a light on, but we need to find a way to charge it. And we need to charge it from Franklin, but Franklin isn't a permanent resident. And I mean, there's a lot to it. It's not as simple as that. But overall, we do really well. We even find ourselves an opal. The amount of treasure rooms we find were great. We even found ourselves a treasure room just another ruby in. So we had rubies. We were doing good. We were feeling good. Overall, it was a great success of a day. So after getting all our rubies inside, as well as obviously finding all the treasure rooms, we made our way up and then placed down some of our decorative torches, or lights, or lampposts, or whatever you want to call them. They're cool, alright? The place looks nice. So after placing them down and lighting our beach up just a little bit, we decide to head to bed. I feel like we made a decent amount of progress towards our levels today, but I'm not going to lie, it just means we get better licenses in the future. And obviously at some point we do want to be able to have maybe all the licenses, and you know, is something possible? Maybe. The next day we had some mail from Fletch, and it was just the usual, you can get a new license, oh my god, give me attention, like, go away. But we decided to go take our rubies to John's store. Obviously we had to quick look at the notice board and see there was a smelting request as well as a shipping request. 30 cooked meat, I thought I could do that nice and quick, so we quickly sold our rubies to John. 68k for the first one, and then we also got a 53k right away afterwards. We then gave John what he asked for, and again, we're just getting our relationship up there with him. John's going to love us by the end of these 100 days. We then bought ourselves another furnace just so we could smelt iron even quicker. Then we needed a new mine pass. I'm not going to lie, 25k each time, it adds up. But then we bought ourselves a barbecue because, you know, we're in Australia, like, I swear that's like their national sport. So we place that bad boy down, and then we go out and we start collecting some, like, cactus, like, things that we can plant cactuses with, as well as some bananas. And then, you know, we just go around and we're attacking animals and we're looking for meat and looking for fruit, because we're thinking, right, let's plant fruit back at the base and then try and make that into money. And then we find an amber chunk and everything's going great until we run into an alpha. And when I say this thing did not leave me alone, it literally followed me, and it ended my day really quick, which was sad, because again, I was like, today's going to be productive, and it wasn't. So then we had to figure out where we actually got knocked out and go get our amber chunk back. And then on the way there, we were like, great, the alpha's still there. I mean, surely he's not going to, you know, follow us all the way back home, is he? He did. He followed us the whole way. I mean, kept shooting at us. We were like zigzagging. It was crazy. I mean, we went to John's shop. I was like, John, help me out. Buy this off me. I was thinking, are we going to be safe? No, we wasn't. Because we went outside. And he was there. And we were there, barbecue in hand. Boom. He's literally outside. Poor John. He's got a burn hole in his shop. But we decided, I don't know how, I don't think this is a smart idea. Like, health and safety should be getting involved here. We're barbecuing inside a tent. This feels pretty stupid, but we do it. And we had all the meat that we needed, so we just barbecued that away. And then we was like, right, let's go tell Flex we've got all the meat. You know, again, what can go wrong? Nothing surely will go wrong. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. We've wasted like 3 days to this alpha. Like, honestly, 3 whole days is being wasted. So this was it. We had enough. Day 28, we're like, this is it. You're getting it. You are getting it today. It took a while, but we finally got there and managed to take the alpha down. It felt good. We felt strong. But then the actual job had expired, so we get no money for it. So it's kind of pointless at the same time. I mean, we got some meat, like, great, but I mean, I'd want the money. But anyway, we went to Fletch and told her we had done the job for her. Gave her 30 cooked meat, and then she gave us our 52,000 dinks. We then went to go speak to Rain, and we decided, you know what, we will buy your free iron ore off you. It was actually quite cheap. And then she said, you know what, I'm going to stay here, just build me my shop. So we was like, we'll do that next. Let's buy some stuff off you, get ready to do a bit more farming, but we'll do it in a few days' time. We then take a few more jobs before planting some banana trees around the beach, because I feel like they would fit the aesthetic we are going for, which is like, I don't know, like kind of beachy. Then on like the starting beach, like the old town, we're just going to plant all the fruit, so then we can use it to make jams, which will hopefully make us a good amount of money. I mean, we're even planting apple trees, and then we start planting cactuses. I mean, bro, we are thinking ahead. We are thinking in the long run for this game. These 100 days, we're going to be a billionaire. Or maybe a millionaire. I don't know. I don't even know we'll even get that far. But before you know it, we had them all planted, and then we were ready to pay off some more town debt. We paid off 200k and left ourselves with 10. We then did a little bit of going around looking for some more keys for when we go down into the deep mine, even further, the further deep mine, whatever you call it, hoping, we're going to find some good stuff, and we were running out of keys. We used quite a lot. We also then did a job for John and got a tin bar, and then we had the idea to make a robo, and then just, I don't think we ever did it, and I don't know why. I kind of had all the stuff ready to go, and then I got distracted and started fishing the night away and caught some new fish. And then we also found a bunch of pearls so we could finish off the wishing well, which I still don't know what we're going to use it for, but we're going to use it at some point, maybe. But after collecting all this fish, we do get the wishing well built, and then we do call it a night. This is also the last day of summer, and we were now into autumn. We then saw that John wanted to trade some more clothing, and we thought, you know what, you can have your trousers back. I've worn them, things have gone crazy in them. We'll take your bandana, well, why not? Turns out I can wear my bandana as well as this stupid hat. But anyway, we gave the new fish we caught over to Theodore in the museum, and turns out we only caught one new one. Then there I am, waiting for John to go in the shop so I can, buy some stuff, go into the deep mine, because, I had some stuff that I needed to buy, and turns out it's a Sunday. So we was like, let's go into the deep mine, and turns out they've changed how the deep mine works. So now you don't have to go down to the first level and then go down to the second level through the mine shaft. Turns out you just do it from the surface, and I never knew that. So I wasted a whole kind of day here. So I just went round and tried to make it worth it, and it was a bit of a waste of the day. I was down. At this point, I was like, I'm not taking a full day doing this. I'm just gonna rush it. Let's get what we can, and then let's just get out of here. So we do grab a few rubies as well as a few treasure rooms before making our way back to the surface. Overall, it was a bit of a pointless day, but we did find a few more lights, so we placed them around before getting ourselves some new licenses. So we made ourselves a brand new iron spear, meaning we're going to be a little bit stronger now, as well as just going around trying to find some more keys, because again, we're really low on keys and we're going to need them for when we go down to the undergrowth, I believe it's called. And then, the treasure rooms in there require a lot more keys. I do feel like at some point I probably should have done a little bit of research before just going straight in, but I didn't think they were going to change it. But anyway, we called it a day, and we were on now to day 30. Franklin was here, and we actually had a lot of keys for him this time, so we got a decent amount of money, just short of 170k, before he told us he actually liked it here and wanted to stay. So we went and took our ruby to John's shop before heading over to the deep mine, hoping to get to the next level. Obviously, we had to sell all our fish first because we had left them all outside. I mean, we got a little bit of money, but nothing too crazy. So obviously, we got our mine passport as well because we can't get down without it. But this time, I was not making the mistake. I went straight in and put the gems into the slot before entering the deep mine. But we entered the undergrove, and we were not really ready, let's be honest. I mean, the first mobs we ran into, we were scared, and one hit, we were like, oh god, this is not looking good. Looking up, we had some prime meat, so we did survive a little bit, but we also found our first emerald, so we can't really complain. We then found the treasure room, and inside, obviously, we're taking the stone lanterns, as well as finding a chest. I mean, Berkimore, a stone wand. I mean, never seen this before. It just makes stone. Like, what do you expect? And then this is where all the little todgers come and get you. All you got to do is break the todger hole, and then all the todgers come and stop. But I mean, there's a lot of them. This treasure room had an emerald in the middle, but also a todger hole and a bunch of todgers. So it was difficult. And they're not actually called todgers, but I just think that, it's cute. So after dealing with them, obviously, we were like, maybe we're not ready. But, we'll stay as long as we can. I mean, we're almost at a point where we're about to pass out. Let's maybe just get what we can and just leave this place. I was thinking maybe, come on, we can do this. We can get maybe one more item. So, yeah, it was not looking good. As fast as we could, we just got out of there. And, yeah, it was going to happen. We left. But overall, I mean, we didn't do too bad. I mean, obviously, we was thinking, let us actually get some of these shards so we can go to the, I believe it's called the hot level. I've never even been to it, so when we go there, it'll be the first time. But our one emerald, we did get 38k, so I mean, is it a massive amount of money? No, but the perfect emerald we did get was worth 77, so we can't complain. So we paid off the town debt before getting the deed for Franklin's store, because like I've said, Franklin's store is huge. We can get a lot of electrical equipment, and we can also improve a lot, as well as vehicles. You know, you can get the quarry. It's just going to be very useful for us. So we make ourselves some nails before heading out to get ourselves some wood so we can make it into planks, so we can finally get this shop built. I ain't gonna lie, we're 30 days in and I feel like we've made great progress so far. I mean, we've already got Franklin. I mean, in my last 100-day video, I mean, we didn't get Franklin until like 130 days in, which is crazy. So it feels great to have him now. But we got all the planks made and all the items put into his building before it was ready to go. Then we called it a night, ready for the next 10 days.